Hi guys, welcome to my live. Welcome to my live. It's 4 a.m. Um and I haven't turned on the chandelier. There you go. There you go. Well, it's Sunday. Usually I bring you a verse. Um but that's later in the morning. And I'm like, let me see if I can do something special and bring you another beautiful plate. How are you doing? The weather actually last night wasn't that bad. I should say yesterday. The weather has been okay. There's still a lot of snow on the ground, unfortunately, because it's still really cold here in New York. Um, it is going to be okay though, right? Um, I don't know. I'm thinking a long winter. What are you thinking? I'm sipping a cup of green tea and eat. Um, how are you doing? How are you doing? Happy Valentine's Day, belated. Um, I didn't do anything, and I wanted to change the table, and I'm so hung up with this table. I feel like it's not ready yet. It's not time yet to change it. But in the coming week, today we start a new week, so in a couple of days, I will be premiering a new design. So stay tuned for that and check out my channel, Decisive Designs. Um, um, what else? Oh, I added a new clock, guys. I added a new clock. Let me go show you. Let me go show you. All right, so it did. I didn't set it yet because that thing. I hanged it and it fell, so I'm gonna wait for someone that knows clock to set it. But isn't it gorgeous? I think it's in reminiscent of this one right here, this grandfather clock. I love the dark wood. And I have to give my husband the credit because he chose the dark wood. We liked the set, but then I was gonna change my mind, so he chose the dark wood. It's gorgeous. It shows on any paint color. All right, so another clock. And if you're new um, here, I have a collection of clocks. Um, I love that horsey one there. It's like the is in front of it. I thought that's beautiful. Um, I love them all. Anyways, I have this beautiful um, plate. I had done my tablescape this week, inspired by HGTV Now Get the Look segment. So please go watch it. And when you buy something or you do something, you see it or hear about it. So I'm taking out most of my blue and white collection of my plates so that I can see what I hadn't used or what would have gone perfectly. Although I wouldn't change the table for anything. All right, guys. This, look at that. I've never used this on the table, right? Before. I never used it for a tablescape. Look at how beautiful this plate is. Um, my glasses fell. I was trying to see if I can make out. Is that a writing? No. No, that's not a writing. Okay, that's a design. Um, so it's Heritage Hall. Georgian townhouse, a popular townhouse design found in many eastern cities towards the end of the 8th century. Genuine hand engraving dishwasher safe and its ironstone and the number. So this is engraving. If you ever see it, and it's beautifully done. It's beautifully done. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So I love these houses. Um, they're old Eastern, I guess, colonials. And it has no shutter. And look, it has 3 rows of windows. And not shutters. I should say front porch. Yeah. Look how gorgeous that is. The horse and a horseman. So, so beautiful. So beautiful. And then the end of it is nicely done to complete the look all around it. Very nice. Very, very nice. I love the life of the horseman and the carriage and the horses. Um, but you can tell this house is somebody special lives there, especially when it's on a plate. Heritage Hall. Love it. Isn't that beautiful? Can can you imagine the design they put on plates? Like it's like artwork that should be on the wall. I guess that's why some people hang plates on the wall. It's beautiful. Beautiful colonial house. 3 rows of windows with shutters. Very nice. Very nice, guys. Um, I don't know about you, but I love plates. Um, and I love beautiful design plates. I often gravitate to them. Tell you a story about this plate. I bought it, and it's gonna be my first store with price. I bought it at a antique shop in Wappingers Fall, New York. And it was for 129 $129, and it's a full set, guys. And when I purchased it, when I say, oh, I want that, I saw the color, went over, and I saw the design. I never knew about this store, so I know it's a vintage collection. So I went over and I said, I want that, because I saw the price. And I know it was much cheaper than it should have been. And when I was cashing it out, the guy said, this is worth over $300. And I should have said, yeah, I know it should have been $1,000. Because I was like, you priced it and I bought it, and now you're gonna have a problem with that. Um, and then he's like, it should have been a collection at my home. We went into a weird conversation about this set, and I guess that's why I haven't made my table with it. I guess yet. It has been sitting in a cabinet in the garage. But look at how beautiful. Look at this beautiful plate, guys. Look at that. I give you a long shot. That is beautiful. I love the design. I love the color. I love the entire plate. Now, after he packed it up nicely for me, I said it should have been larger because it's a small dinner plate compared to. It's funny. That plate found itself up here. I just took out these um, this past week and add them to my tablescape, and it's part of the set. Everything has um, a design on it. That's the creamer, and these are the cups. Those are the saucer. Now, saucer. Um, the saucers has a different design on it, different house, but it's still the lovely plate set. So it's so funny. I put it with, this set, this teapot, and cookies, and the plate found itself up here because some of the items that belongs to it is in this room. That's so funny. But anyways, a lot of times we you know shop for things. We go to antique stores and yard sale and flea markets and those things just to find something special to add to your collection. Because I have a lot of current plates, and I do cherish whatever vintage I have. Um, But when he's gonna say the price should have been double, almost triple, um, I am like, but then what he did was, I don't know if it was smart or he sensed that I had money that day because I think I had about $500 with me cash because I was going out for something special. You know, sometimes you know that you're gonna find something special, and you walk with the money because you don't want cash, you don't want card, you want to like to spend the money. And he said, "Oh, there's another antique shop downstairs," and that's where I bought that chandelier. So I guess he knew I had more money, so he should have doubled this, but he didn't do it in time because I saw the price that it was on it. And he sent me to spend the rest of the money. He sent me to spend the rest of the money, and that's a vintage chandelier. And I'm like, he's something else. He's something else. And the old guy down there, he was, there was no price on it. And I hate that. I hate that um they have something for sale, right? In an antique shop, but then there's no price. So what they want to do is when the right person come and they know that the person has money to increase it. So me and the guy went back and forth with that chandelier, to say the least. But be careful when you're looking for a collection and you want it to be vintage, um, or you wanted something special, because it always have someone in your way trying to like change your mind. And I could have said, you know what, it's all right, I'll leave them. And maybe that's why, maybe that little negativity um silence my voice to style this plate on this table and talk about it. And now and I have to tell the story because it was negative. It's so funny. But I brought the teacups up and the creamer and stuff to add to my cookie stand. And here comes the dinner plate. And I think I got salad plate with it as well. It's a whole collection of um, uh, cups and creamers and sugar bowl and so on and so forth. And usually, honestly, I only want the dinner plate and the salad plate. I don't want the headache of having all these little things that I have to move and wrapped up and put aside when I need to redesign my cabinet or my table. But yeah, that's what happened. And I left there laughing. And I went back. I gone back a couple of times and I didn't buy anything. And even yesterday I passed by it and I said, "Oh, I have to stop by sometime." But it's so funny. I don't know what brought me to that antique shop, but I love to shop antiques, guys. And that's where some of my vintage collection comes from. Sometimes a yard sale, but not all the time I get really good stuff from yard sale. Most of the time I have to go in a store and spend money. So that's my story for this plate. And I have to give him credit. He wrapped it up really nice for me. He did. Knowing that he could have gotten $500 for this set. So, guys, tell me, and I haven't even looked it up. I haven't looked it up. I feel like he knows that I was carrying cash because sometimes, some people's spirit is strong and, they can see, um, I don't know, deep down in your pocket, I think. I don't know. But I had money, I had cash that day. And he wanted more, but I paid what the price was. And that's my right. I could have left it, but because he said something, I knew it was important. And I knew that the first owner was important. So, and that's one of the things why I cherish some of these vintage things because the first owner pride himself in buying it, probably stop a gap or something, or just bought it because they had the money and displayed only, or had family dinners. I never ever could pick up what it was used for, if it was for just display or storage or every day. Um, but one of the things that I do like to do is to know that someone else owned it. And I feel good knowing that it's something good that someone else owned. So, guys, tell me your thoughts on that. Uh, um, have you ever gone to an antique shop and a price was changed on you and you end up leaving that item? Let me know in the comment section. Um, but he was a nice guy, to say the least, right? And he set me downstairs and I went and I spent money with his friend. And did that made him satisfied? Maybe. And I bought the best lamp in the shop. Like I said, I want that one, the best one. And he was so nice. It came with a box of extra crystal. Um, so if anything is lost, I can fill it back up. So that was nice. Um, so it's vintage, it's old, but he has brought crystal things to fill it where it was missing, and that's why I got a box of them. All right, guys. uh, you know what? I am gonna say goodbye. Because I try to keep them 10 minutes. I'm over my limit, so I'm gonna say um, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna say like, share, and subscribe, and um, be kind, courteous, yeah, courteous. Doesn't sound like I'm saying that right. Um, love your neighbors and check on your elderlies. Peace.